Flames! It's Nico. It is Monday, June 15th, and this is the weekly update. I look rough. I had insomnia. I barely slept. I had a little bit of a nap. Had like a 4-hour nap, thankfully, after my husband went to work. Apparently my nose is itchy. I barely slept. I'm sorry I look so rough. But holy crap. Holy crap. I have been terrible at uploading videos this last 2 months. We're just gonna say 2 months. I've been terrible with videos for like ever since I started uploading videos. But I have been recording videos. I have been not liking the videos after recording because I'm like, oh, I just sound stupid. Oh, this is dumb. It's a lot of self-doubt. A lot of beating myself up. A lot of not feeling good. But it's okay. Everybody goes through that. It's fine. Like right now, my nails are like these are done. And this hand, I picked my nail polish off and then my nails broke. So they're really stupidly short. But it's okay. It's just part of life. Let me see. I am currently working on my rainbow collection. It's probably only going to be done at the end of the month because that's just how things are going right now. And I will preface this, nothing is bad. Nothing is wrong. It is just me and aging. I'm not going to say I think it is related to aging. I am in perimenopause. I am already on a hormone replacement pill and estrogen. It's a very small dose, but an estrogen replacement pill. I am okay. I'm just blah, but I'm not crying every day like I used to be, and there is no reason for crying, which really made me upset because there's no reason for me to cry, and I know that, and I'm not upset about anything, but I spend most of the day crying for many months. I've been on the estrogen probably for about 2 months now. It has helped immensely, but it's just weird. It's just weird. Let me just say that. Third puberty, second puberty, third puberty. Wait, puberty, you're low. I want to say second puberty is like in your 20s when you actually kind of finally figure out your body and it stops growing. It's kind of stable for a while, and then maybe it's second puberty. But this part of life, I've only recently been prepared for thanks to TikTok. Because people are talking about it. Nobody told me about it growing up. And I'm sure nobody told my mom and her grandma and all of the changes that go on with our bodies as we get older. But it's okay. It is okay, honestly. So I'm currently working on my Pride Rainbow collection. I don't have a lot to show for it. Last week was actually spent waiting for materials to come in. They did. I'm very, very happy. I don't think I have any of those materials with an easy read. Oh, I do. A couple. I got, I'm just going to grab the top two. I got these 2 colors specifically to round out my rainbow because I didn't have them in this style. It is a jelly gummy style flat back rhinestone. That's how it's described. It is very nice. They're very nice. They're opaque and they do remind me of like jelly shoes and stuff. They're not squishy. They are hard rhinestones, but they're very nice. I have this to complete the rainbow that I have here. These are just extras from the Sakura stuff that I hadn't put away. I have a whole bunch of pre-made rainbow swirl. I'm just gonna call them Chaos Rainbow Stars because there is no rhyme or reason. I have some unicorn horns already. I have, where did you? Oh, I put it away. Excuse me. I ordered 2 of these. This is Sculpey translucent clay. It helps add more depth, I'm gonna just say. I don't have a better way to describe it. It helps make the clay much more with its muchness. It also is a wonderful way to stretch clay that you don't have a lot of like quantity of, but you really love the colors. This, I already used it to double the size of my rainbow clay. I love this. It is and I do Sculpey 3 with this because it is soft. Sculpey Primo translucent is hard and crumbly. Even direct from the Sculpey online website itself, from Sculpey itself, I've never had translucent clay for Sculpey Primo not be hard and crumbly. And it's too hot to deal with that. I prefer the soft Sculpey. It also softens some of my harder clays up. But we got the rainbow going on. I got some more chaos stars. And this adoption is just going to be everything. It's going to be some chibis, it's going to be some jewelry, it's going to be some creatures. I got an idea for some type of container. I don't know if that's actually, I haven't made a container, a trinket, oh gosh, a treasure chest or a trinket tin in forever. And I want to. I love making those. But I haven't made them in forever. I also have not made a cover journal in forever. I really want to. I love making those. I just haven't done it. I would like to. I'm not going to promise it's going to get done, but I'm going to try to make one of those things. I also got some pre-made polymer clay stars because I'm not making individual little stars. And they were on sale and they're only a couple of dollars. Can you imagine me cutting these tiny things out now? They have machines that will make little pre-made polymer clay slices. And I'm not good at caning anyway. I know this isn't caning, but I'm not good at that. And I don't have time to make itsy bitsy teeny weeny little baby star bikinis. Hi! Come on up. Come here. Lily, come here. Oh, there you go. She was just like, Mom, I want I do currently, they're just works in progress. And ow, ow, ow. Pokey bits are sticking out. But this is going to be a water dragon. This is a little water horse. And I have the Asian style dragon currently being worked on. It has fuzz in it because that's how I kept the body in shape while it was being baked. Let me clear the fuzzies, at least a couple of the fuzzies. Look at that. He's all twisting around himself. I plan on making the regular set of my creatures, like the unicorn and the Chiron and the Western style dragon. I have a turtle in the process of being made. I was only going to make one, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, kind of want to make 2 now. Don't know. I was only planning on 1 turtle. It might just be 1 turtle. I don't know. But I'm working on the rainbow collection. I am. I don't know where the time has gone. It just has gone very quickly. And what else? What else do I have? Oh, right, because I haven't been posting any of the videos I made. I have talked about the carousel horses. Hang on, Lily. I know. You don't like it when I tilt forward. My bad. For the year of the horse. This is the year of the horse currently. My goal was to make a carousel horse each month. It has not been happening. I have the first 3 in various states of finish. This is obviously February. You can't tell by the hearts and the roses. I am planning on taking July and August to work on all the carousel horses. At the very least, catch up to whatever month I am on and have the bodies made for the rest of the year. So that way all the bodies are about the same size. It really irks me when I make something that that is like when I want to make another of it and it's already been adopted out, it ends up being a different size. I want them to be roughly the same size. And obviously it's not like glued on. It's just set in there for the moment. But I will be working on these. They are coming. They are. I'm just not. I haven't had time to do it yet with every other release being late this year. At least I feel like everything's been late. Lily, hold on. You're such a complainer. So the carousel horses are coming. They will be worked on. I am dedicating July and August to working on those exclusively, and maybe cleaning up this chaos. Maybe. At least maybe cleaning up some of Mom Carter's chaos. Because that will allow me to organize my chaos a bit better. Because this is still the same. It's finished pieces, boxes that people have that I add to until their box is full. Drawer of finished pieces, drawer of materials. Sakura collection is currently like the creatures are sitting right here. Oh, and the jewelry. But yeah, I know where stuff is. It's organized chaos. It's organized for me chaos, but it is chaos. And I'm still working on top of a lot of Mom Carter's supplies. My brother-in-law, my middle brother-in-law, got rid of so many supplies. My father-in-law got rid of probably, and he didn't sell them, but he probably got rid of at least $10,000 worth of stamps. He just gave them away. It's fine. I don't honestly care. I pulled the stamp things that I wanted to keep. And it's so funny. Let me go off on a side story. When my father-in-law approached me about Mom Carter's stamps after she had passed, he's like, I would like for you to sell the stuff and keep part of the profit. And I was just like, I don't really want to keep the profit, but sure. I very, very easily got overwhelmed because there's so much stuff, so stupidly much stuff. Oh my god, thank goodness a lot of it was organized. But just because it's organized doesn't mean it's not a hoard. So much. So I literally pulled 3 shelves, 3 full shelves that were like the shelves are pretty deep. They were stacked to the very top of each shelf. And it was full. There was like no shelf space on 3 shelves. I see stamps on other shelves that are lower, that are currently being blocked by other things. And then there were so many stamps, so many things to make designs on paper. I want to say embossing, but it's not really embossing stuff. So many things. And I literally we have a giant dining room table. I pulled all of those out. I organized them. I was able to sell like a couple of pieces. One big thing, I want to say it was like a cuddle bug. I don't know. It's something used in card making and paper crafting. I don't know any of it, which is the other reason why it got overwhelming. I don't know anything about what stuff is being used. Honestly, I know what stamps are for. I know what embossing things are for. I don't have intimate knowledge of all of the other things that go with it. So it was very, very overwhelming, overstimulating. But I literally filled up this gigantic dining room table full of boxes of stamps. And there were other containers full of stamps. There were like freestanding drawers that had stamps in it. And I literally pulled them all out of this office. And the drawers were in a hallway because there was no room in the dining room. The dining room was completely overtaken. And I did go through some stuff. I took things that I know I would use. But the vast majority of it, I did not have any desire for. I didn't want to use. And it's so funny. It's so funny. I had this tiny little box, especially compared to everything. But I had a tiny box. Probably like I don't even have. You know what? Probably about the size of this, but deeper, like a cardboard box, like an Amazon shipping box. It's roughly about the same length, but it was like that deep, and it had stamps and stuff in it that I kept for myself. And I had Dad Carter come down, and I'm like, all right, I have things sorted. This is one box, and then I have all of this. And he looked at me dead in the eyes, dead ass, and said, that's all the stuff you want to keep, right? And he thought I was going to keep all of the hoard. And I was just like, no, Dad, no. This little box, this box that I have, that's all the stuff I'm interested in. This box is off limits for everything. And he's like, what? He was so confused. This vast desert of stamps. And all I wanted was this tiny little box of stuff that I picked out. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, I have no use for any of these things. I don't. They're cool. A lot of money's been spent on them because the price tag was left on a lot of them because Mom Carter took excellent care of her stuff and she kept it in like new condition. But he was dumbfounded, and it took longer than I wanted it to take, and it took much longer than he wanted it to take. He wanted it in and out like 1, 2, 3, and I'm just like, that is not gonna happen. One, because I'm on a schedule releasing things, and two, because this is very overwhelming for a single girl to do. And when I'm working on this, he's upstairs going to sleep. So it's not like I had any help. And my husband's at work, and my brother-in-law, my oldest brother-in-law, was the only other one here at the time. He has no interest in it, so he wasn't going to come downstairs. And I'm just like, I am very overwhelmed. But I told him I'm sorting things. Eventually, he had enough of the stamps being on the dining room table that we don't use unless it's a holiday. And even then, the last few holidays, it hasn't been used. Other than Thanksgiving and David having Dungeons and Dragons sessions, that's my oldest brother-in-law, having his D&D sessions, and he wasn't having them at the time. Like, I think he just got too tired looking at them, and he contacted a lady that sold the brand of stamps. I want to say it was Stamping Up, and he literally gave her everything. And he gave me a heads up, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to let her choose and see what she wants. And he gave her I think she was a little overwhelmed too with the way he was describing it. But all of those stamps. And I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. I don't even have to worry about selling these now. I'm sorry it took so long, but it's a lot for one person to do. Especially when the one person doesn't know what everything is for. Stamps, yes, that's self-explanatory. But there are other things in with them. There are whole sets, just like clamshell sets of stuff. It was a lot. It's okay. But the point of my story was he couldn't believe I had such a small, tiny portion of stuff for myself out of this giant thing. And I think he thought I was joking with him for the first few days. And I was just like, no. This box, my box. this, don't want. So it was interesting. It's been fun. Brother-in-law Peter does not get overwhelmed, apparently. And he has a very boy mindset, so that's my second brother-in-law, of clearing everything out. Just clear it out and get rid of it. Donate it to schools, donate it to art charity shop places that there are. He sold a couple of things. So a lot of stuff is out, but that it really hasn't made a dent in this office. It really hasn't, honestly. He got rid of a lot of the scrapbook paper. I still have tons of scrapbook paper. Brand new. I can still open a mini store with all the scrapbook paper that's in this house. But he got rid of most of it, and I'm grateful for that, because that was, holy crap, that was a lot. I also am really grateful for him taking the initiative, even though he did clear out my stuff as well, because he thought he was helping just by sweeping everything off the shelves, including my shelves, the shelves that I had cleared out and put my stuff in, so I had a place to store my stuff. Yeah, that was fun. That was not fun. But it turned out okay. Because luckily, my middle brother-in-law, before he gets rid of anything, he makes sure, especially if it was like the art stuff, he always made sure to leave everything out, because he always had things in paper bags, and he'd be like, hey, there's bags in the dining room, or there's bags on the kitchen table that I'm going to take in the morning. Go through what you want, since he's a daytime person, I'm nighttime, and take out what you want. So that was never a problem at all. But yeah. I think the point of that whole tirade, other than me being amused with Dad Carter being utterly astonished that I did not want a gajillion stamps, is that part of July and August I would like to attack at least a section of this office, and I don't know which section, but a section will be attacked and attempted to be organized. Yeah, other than that, people are fine. Dad Carter is fine. Both of my brother-in-laws are doing good. My middle brother-in-law, Peter, is currently at school teaching. He will be up again later, probably at the end of the month, because right now he's doing summer school with kids. So he'll be back to visit for a little while, for part of the summer. My husband is doing okay. Hopefully he's not sweating to death currently. We've been on a stupid heat wave up here in New England. Stupid hot. Stupid hot. Like, we're getting end of July, early August, before it breaks to the cool, like hot, sweating, 90-degree days. Today is nicer. It rained earlier today. It is cooler. There's definitely a difference. I don't feel like I am just oozing out of my own skin because of the heat. Lily, you really just like being here, huh? No. Tail's do your tail. There you go. She flicks her tail so much. She hits me with it so much. So the family is doing good. The kitties, sorry, I bounced you. Orion's over here, right over there, creeping. Yeah, I called you out. Lily is currently in my lap on the arm of the chair, and I'm currently talking to you. I've just been having insomnia. I have a doctor's appointment. I want to say in July. I want to say that's when my appointment is. We're supposed to have it this month, and we need to get blood draws. Haven't done that yet. And I was not ready to go face my doctor without even doing the blood draw test that he wants. And he's really nice. He's really great. It's not like he'd make me feel bad about it, but I would feel bad about it. I do feel bad about it. So we have to figure out a day for Kevin to take off of work, for us to go get and it's a fasting blood draw, which You know what? It's not as bad as it seems. Like, we both just don't eat after midnight and go when the place opens first thing in the morning. But oh my god, we have not had the energy for that. We have been doing yard work. Our yard is, I think it looks pretty nice. We didn't do anything because it was too hot this weekend. Also, my period started and I feel like poo-poo. So I'm so grateful. I would have done it if he wanted to go out, but he didn't. He was working the inside garden section of his store, and that is a lot of heavy lifting, like grills and lawnmowers and gallons and gallons of bug poisons and stuff like that. So he was hurting a bit. He had to cover that area on Friday, and he's just like, I'm not doing yard work. I'm like, that's fine. It's fine. I don't want to do yard work anyway. It's too hot. But today is kind of nice, which is good. So everything is okay. This is a very rambly video. I am literally going to end this, and then I'm going to upload it. That is my plan. I hope you guys stay happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you stay hydrated, please. It's so hot. Stay hydrated. And if you're in the part of the world where it's winter, stay warm. But currently, I never thought I would be a person that would rather be cold than hot, because my entire life I have always said I would rather be hot than cold. I would rather be hot than cold. I would rather hop in a swimming pool and cool down than be cold and not get warm. I moved up here and I've experienced the different seasons of the world, or of New England, and I would rather be cold than hot, because I can put on so many layers and be snuggly with a foot heater rather than be in a house. It has no central air. You can hear the air conditioning. It's a unit that is in the wall. But the wall had to be opened up for it to be put in the wall. There's 2 air conditioning units down here, and each of our bedrooms has a stand-up unit that has an attachment for the window, but the unit itself is inside. We had all window units before, and then we, over the years, have upgraded. I would rather be cold than hot, and that is the weirdest concept still for my brain to say. But this heat, it's not worse than Florida. It really isn't. It's about the same as Florida, except Florida has the heat consistently all year, and this is just a couple months of heat, but it's gross. It's gross after spring was beautiful, winter was gorgeous, fall amazing, summer is Florida heat up here, and humidity, and the house just does not get really cool because heat rises, and we are all on the 2nd floor, and the 2nd floor is hot, even though there's like a central fan to push the air and blow it up and take it out and stuff. It's hot. Even our bedrooms are all air conditioned. All of our bedroom doors are closed. You open the bedroom, it's a mecca of coolness. It's wonderful. But just walking from the bedroom to the bathroom, walking from the bedroom through the hallway, down the stairs, you don't want to do that. You don't. Going outside, you feel like you're kind of walking through water. You're breathing in the dampness of the humidity in there. It is very similar to Florida. It really is. And it's astonishing how similar it is. I have been rambling too long. I love you guys. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Mwah. Lily, I'm gonna lift you up. Hi. Oh my goodness, let go. Oh, there she is. Oh. She's okay. Go on. Go. Good girl. I'll talk to you guys later.